Good afternoon everyone, welcome to our small footprint. My name is Nyssa, and if you're new here, we are a family of 8 who live off-grid in Australia. Now normally on a Sunday I do a little bit of a sort of a chat video and an update and things like that, but unfortunately it is Monday because yesterday, being Sunday, I got back from the 6 weekly grocery haul on the Friday night, filled the fridges, and then yesterday realised that the fridge that we put all the produce in wasn't running. The freezer is still working, but the fridge isn't. So we're troubleshooting today. We cleaned off coils and things like that, but most of it's a sealed unit. Like it doesn't have the compressor exposed, it doesn't have an easily accessible panel in the back of the fridge or anything like that. So we're troubleshooting today, but basically yesterday I needed to get as much of the produce sorted as I could quickly and easily. This morning I've spent catching up on a whole lot of admin work that I was really desperately needed to get done, and then this afternoon I'm going to keep going with the produce. So I came out here to have a chat before that and catch up with everyone for my Sunday chat and let you have a look at a few different things that I wanted to share. I also have a couple of clips of the kids that I was going to put in this video. We've been doing, my cousins came and gave us a hand with the bathroom renovations, and when they came, Katrina sent along a couple of boxes of books from when her kids were younger, and there's some kids encyclopedias and some science books and stuff in there, and so the kids have been picking and choosing what they want to do lately. And I have a clip where the kids were doing getting an egg to float in water by adding salt to the water, increasing the salinity of the water so that the egg would float. And I bought them a little fake GoPro for Christmas, and so they're sitting there filming themselves doing the egg. So I caught a bit of that on camera. I think I've got another clip here too, so I'll share that as well. They were doing something. I can't remember what now, but yeah, so that's kind of cute, so I'll share that.
Yay! It's flooding! What? It floats. Yes, he does.
Got it.
Perfect. That's off.
Also, a lovely viewer, Patty, sent me a mic a while ago for using with my phone when I do these chat videos, and it turned out it didn't work with the native iPhone app and things like that, and I couldn't get it to work right. So actually, while I was in Brisbane, I went back to where she got it from and swapped it out for something that would work with the iPhone app and stuff, and I'm testing that out today. So hopefully the sound is nice on this, and thank you very, very much, Patty, for that gift. It will definitely make it easier with the iPhone stuff, because when I take the iPhone stuff into iMovie on my computer, I tend to have to lift and drop the sound for the iPhone because it changes depending on whether I'm facing it to myself or facing it away, and it doesn't pick up some things and does pick up other things, and it's been a little bit of a pain in the butt. So having the mic will be wonderful for that. So the little bit of testing that I've done, it seems fine, so I'm going to go ahead and keep talking and hope that when I get it to the computer it's all good. So let's, fingers crossed and all that. All right, so what did we want to update you on? So the second watermelon that was growing, I did show, I'll put a photo in because I've moved it now because it's been so long, but I had another watermelon that was growing, and the mice had chewed on it a little bit, or the bush rats had chewed on it a little bit, and I decided to just let it go because it had created a bit of a skin. But when I came out here the other day after the rain, obviously it was already ripe and it had split open, and now was pig food, so that's life. But it looked nice and ripe inside, which I hadn't expected, so I'll share the photo of that one there. I also potted up some of those really leggy seedlings, and they're doing okay. I'll take you to the greenhouse and show you those actually. Actually, before I do that, I wanted to show you that I've got some late blooming zinnias in here. So this whole bed was filled with zinnias, and most of them got just killed off. But I have got some late blooming ones here, some purple envy ones, and then there's a bunch here that look sort of purplish too, and some down here. So I planted some purple, some green, some white, a bunch of different things here, so it's sort of nice to see a couple of them. And I also planted out my rhubarb. I'm going to make this bed a bit of a perennial bed, I think, this live edge bed that I really like, and it's nice and easy access for the hose for when I don't have my watering set up properly. So I'm going to put the rhubarb in here. This garden is completely overgrown, but you know, we've got a few things that are sort of working. But I just wanted to show you, the rhubarb got planted out, and these really pretty zinnias. Now I'm going to take you to the greenhouse to show you those seedlings. So these are some of the broccoli and stuff that I planted out, the really leggy ones, and put them in deeper. It was a challenge because the stems on them are really fragile when they're that leggy, and some of them are damping off a little bit because we've had all this rain again. So with the rain, some of them are damping off. It's just inevitable because they're getting really wet. So you can see all the soil's really wet. So I'm coming in here and tipping out the base water as well. Some of these seedlings just aren't doing as well as I'd like. These are kale, they're okay, but there's not getting any significant growth in here. But you know, so I did get some of the leggy seedlings planted out anyway, and they have recovered somewhat. I think I had another tray. Oh, and I potted up tomatoes as well, but everything's taking so long that I don't think I'm going to have time to get any of this done, but you know, it's worth doing. Oh, here's the other. So as you can see, we've got some that are having issues with damping off because of the rain, but I tried planting as many as I could that were healthy, that I could get in deeper into the soil without snapping those stems, because it's really easy to snap those stems when they're that leggy. This is the cabbages again. They're just not growing as well as I'd like, whether it's the lack of sunlight, I don't know. Bobby will probably pipe in again for me. We've got some damping off happening again because of the rain, and we got first true leaves, but I don't know, they're just not doing as well as I'd like. We've got some good roots, so these can be probably potted up around about now, but they're not going to be filling because the idea is that they get big enough in these little ones here that I can pop the whole pod out of what I like about these is that they have these really big holes on the bottom, so you can pop the whole thing out. But if there's not enough root structure in there, they don't pop out neatly. You just end up breaking them off. So you need enough root structure in each of these little pods to be able to pop them out adequately, and they're just not growing well. So I'm not sure. But there was some more of the these are the sprouting broccoli that were really leggy, so I got a few of them saved as well. And then this is the tray of basil that I've just had bits and pieces going in, and the other tomatoes. So all the tomato seedlings look pretty good. There's a few, look, that have damped off. There's one there, which is fine. But generally speaking, they look pretty good. They're not excelling. And maybe that's just this time of year, maybe it's just the autumn seedling factor, but I will get some sea sole, and I'll do some half-strength sea sole on some of these as well, and see if that helps a little bit. I was going to walk elsewhere to talk, but it's nice and cool in the shade house, so I'm going to stand here. So not much else is going on this week. Everything is still just in progress. I was hoping to get a lot more work done when I was at Mum's than I did, but I didn't. I got those few videos sorted and things like that, but I didn't get anything extra done. And so, you know, everything's just still in progress. The website's still just not quite there. We've been rearranging, so we had to do the floors, so we got the floors done, and now the bedroom's rearranged. So we're still sorting that out. The bed's all set up again and stuff like that, but we're trying to set up my computer space and my workspace a bit better. I've got my overlocker out so I can make the kids some clothes, and so that I can work on doing the mugs and all that sort of stuff. We've got surface, but we haven't got it cleared up because then I went shopping, and then I've come back and had to spend the day doing all the processing, and I've got to do more this afternoon, and it's all just been a little much lately. So yes, we are everything's just still in progress, and it is so hot at the moment. It is just horrible weather. I think there's rain forecast in the next couple of days, so maybe that's why the weather, but my skin, I just noticed my skin's playing up, and it's just horribly yucky weather. So we are just plodding along at the moment. getting what we can get done and seeing how we go. I'll have all the food videos for you coming along. The day we've spent the past couple of days getting some of the house yard tidied up, so Sonnet's in the background at the moment using the battery operated whippersnipper, so I'll grab some footage of that on the way through, and we're getting the grass down in the house yard just to deter snakes and things like that, but also so that you can see the dog poo to pick it up, so you know, practical and all that. So other than that, I will see you in the sort of daily videos that I'll start tomorrow. I will get a voiceover done for yesterday's today and have that set up to go tomorrow, and then keep on going from that point forward, and we'll get some food prep done over this week, and maybe I'll have something more interesting to update you on next week. So thanks guys for joining me for this just quick little update, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.
Yes.